In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple Google Classroom and add students to that classroom. So you will begin by logging into the Google account that you want to use, your school Gmail account. Then you'll come to your menu here with the 9 dots. Click on that and it should give you the classroom option. When you click on this classroom option, it's going to take you to this main screen. This screen is going to show you the classes that you've created or any classes that you may belong to. At this point, if you haven't created any classes, this will be blank. So you'll start by adding your class on this plus sign. You'll click on it. It will give you the option to join a class or create a class. So we're going to create a class. At this point, this is where you will name your class. So the main title of your class, as you can see here, you would type in this blank. I'm going to simply type biology. If I wanted to have a different class for each hour, maybe I have 2 sections of biology, I could put second hour in the section or third hour. I personally like to have one class for all of the hours of that same subject. Some people like to do it a different way and have a class for each hour of the subject. There are pluses and minuses for both of those things, and you kind of just have to play with it and see what you like better. So at this point, the other 3 items here, I typically leave blank, but again, it's up to however you're setting up your class. So now we'll just click create. And then it's going to create your class and take you to that class to start adding students. So this is what it will look like. So there are 2 ways to add our students. Either the class code, which you would share with your students, simply give them this code, and then when they go to their classroom, they would enter that code and they could join your class. That's typically easier for the teacher, but I have found that sometimes it's a little tricky for the students. The other option is go to the People tab. We'll click on that. And then we have the option of adding other teachers, or we can add our students. So we would click on the Invite Students button, and here we would just enter the email or the name of the students that we're wanting to add for our class. So here I'm going to add Courtney Garner, so the invite button will turn bluish green when we're allowed to invite that student. So we'll click on invite. And then that student's going to show up in kind of a muted font until they accept that invitation, and then it will turn bold. We can also checkbox the student, and then we've got a couple of actions. We can email them from here. We can remove them from the class. Maybe they dropped the class or switch hours. Or when they join the class, the option to mute the student will also pop up. If we want to mute them, that means they can't make any comments on any of our posts in the stream or the classwork later. Sometimes this is helpful. I don't use the mute very much at all. So this is simply just getting your class set up and adding students to your class.